Today, I want to talk about 3 most common mistakes that project managers make that technical support team finds the most annoying. So I've been working on eDiscovery for many years, and I work with many good project managers and bad project managers, and pretty much all of them had made one or more of these mistakes. So that's what I want to share with you today. Again, not hating on anybody, not picking on anybody. Everyone makes mistakes. Just want to share so we could have a laugh and maybe again, vent on behalf of techs who were affected by this. So one thing that's been super frustrating to me is when project managers copy and paste instructions from old job to a new and leave parts of the instructions that don't belong on a new project. One example of this happened to me many years ago when we were still doing paper, and a project manager comes over, hands me over a stack of papers with instructions. We were still doing paper then, and she's like, all right, Nikolai, can you export these scanned documents? We need these load files and put them on a CD. So I said, sure. So start exporting, making load files, and then the project manager comes over. It's like, Nikolai, what's going on? It's been like 3 hours. What are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm doing these, DII files for you because they're, on the instructions here, and it's taken me a while. I got data loaded in Access. Now I have to run some queries and do the export. And project manager's like, Nikolai, I don't need these DII files. They don't need it for this job. I'm like, what do you mean? They're on the work order right here. It's like, oh, no, I copied and pasted them from another job. They're not really needed. So that really pissed me off. I mean, we had some really passionate discussion about instructions with that person. So please, when you copy and paste instructions from old job to a new, double check and triple check, make sure the instructions are accurate and they do apply to that job. Don't put things that are unnecessary or simply wrong. And the next thing that really annoys me is instructions, do it like the last time. And that usually happens when another project manager is taking over for somebody else. Maybe somebody's sick, another person taking over, and you ask like, hey, so what are we supposed to do here? And the project manager kind of like, well, I'm not really sure, just do it like the last time you did it. Or sometimes they bold enough to just put it in the instructions, in the check-in system, like, yeah, just export like the last time. And that's something that normally I would reject, or I would go back to a project manager and say, no, we're not doing this. I don't know how it was done. And the problem happens is, the tech guy's gonna go back and look and kind of try to analyze what was done before, but they may not get all the details, and they're only partially going to capture what the instructions were, not completely. And then the job is going to be done differently from what the last time, and then the project manager is going to complain, oh, the tech person did it wrong, If I'm in that situation and the project manager is stuck with a job and they don't know what the instructions are, I offer my help. We sit down together, we try to figure out what was done, then they document everything that they think needs to be done, put it in the instructions, and then techs do it. But there is going to be at least some sort of written instructions that have been captured and memorialized for the future. So if something is wrong, we know that how it was done and what was followed and what wasn't. And the last thing probably frustrates me more than any other two before that, and that's when project manager forgets to send the job, and then last minute they go, oh, wait a minute, we need to do this. And then they send a request and say, rush, we need to get that done as quickly as possible. One place I used to work at, this happened a lot. We had this project manager who would be always forgetful, and it would be like, I'm going home, and then I would get flagged like, oh, Nikolai, could you do that little thing? We need export or something. And then I go and try to figure that out, and turn out to be like this job was just sitting on the person's desk for like since lunchtime, whatever document coding was being done back in the days. And it was done around lunchtime, and I never got the request because the person simply forgot to put it in. Well, I found a solution to that problem as well. So the way our office was laid out is between the production area and the exit, there was a bit of sort of like a hallway with a half wall that would go up to here. And so as you walk out of the office, people on production site can see who is walking out. And then that's when they would flag me like, Nikolai, hey. So what I figured I should do is simply duck. I would just walk lower, sneak under the wall, get to the exit door, and all the project managers would see door opens, closes, no one there. Oh well, that's how I was able to sneak out home without project managers having to flag me on my way out and trying to get me some work that they forgot to put in earlier. So I feel like those are most frustrating things that project managers do to techs or assistant project managers or whatever the tech department is called in that particular company. Now, if there are any other particularly annoying things that project managers do, please put them in the comment section below. If you're afraid to get fired, DM me directly. Don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video.